I've had a lot of people ask how this car operates, drives, and works, and does it function like a full car. And I kind of thought we'll just do a test drive. That way you guys can see how it operates and how it drives and get a good feel of the car. And this is a great time because we're going to tear this car apart and rebuild it. So it's never going to drive like it does now. This would be more as it's driving like you left the factory. So it's pretty simple to operate. The dashboard, as primitive as it looks, does give you everything that you need. This would be your gas gauge, so to speak. It's basically a voltmeter. And you can see it's low, but I don't think this works on mine. I have charged the batteries and the needle doesn't move a lot. So it's either bad or there's something not configured right. The speedometer goes all the way up to a max speed of 50, though you can make these go a little faster with some slight modifications. And it does have a key switch, which is just on or off. You're going to hear a click because it's going to initialize a very large relay that powers everything up. There it is. That click wasn't from the switch, it came from the back. There's a stack of relays back there that also control the speed of the car. So something else I want to talk about is first speed is out on this car. It basically has a large resistor, and that resistor is burn up. It's a big coil that sits under the car. So we have to take off in second, which makes it kind of jerky, and that means we have second and third. So we have a 2-speed car that we're going to take onto the road. The next thing you gotta do is just press the gas pedal. Of course, after you select if you're going forward or backwards, we are going to go forward. And when you press the gas pedal, the car takes off. And here we go. Now it's pretty bumpy, and I will say my other chassis, my 1976 has been restored, is actually pretty smooth, but that's because I've restored it. So let's look both ways down this road, make sure nobody is coming, and we're gonna take off. Now this is a 50-mile-an-hour road, and we will never get near that speed, so we're gonna pull off into the park and drive around. Mainly, we're not even gonna get up to 30. First of all, we don't have enough room. As you can see, we're accelerating, and the batteries are shot on this car. I've ordered new batteries, they're just not here yet. And you can, kind of see it handles like a car. It doesn't have power steering, but it's light enough that you don't need it. The steering wheel turns pretty easy. And it's got pretty decent pickup for a little electric car. It definitely has more pickup than a golf cart. It obviously has more speed than a golf cart, but it is a fully functional little car from the 70s. So just do a little drive around and sit back and enjoy the scenery. And all the clicking you hear is me pressing the accelerator at different levels of speed. Those are very annoying, actually. They're going to go away when we replace it with the actual real motor controller. Oh, little squirrel, we saved it. Looked like a chipmunk, actually. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it ran across the road. Tried to, then it stopped. I hear a little bit of, it sounds like maybe a brake's rubbing in the back. You might not be able to hear that in the camera. Look at the speed here. We're just kind of toying around the park. Sorry about that. I had to cut the camera. I had a talker that wanted to talk about the car. That's one thing I've noticed driving around in this park is you get a lot of people that want to learn about the little car. This is actually a pretty cool little park. There's lots of trails in the woods, and it's pretty fun. They have an area where you can bring your dogs and an area where there are no dogs allowed, and some of it's a little rough terrain, and some of it's got some nice walking paths that are very easy to walk. It's awesome. I hope you enjoyed that little tour from the inside of the CitiCar, and you can see it just operates like a normal little car. There's really nothing special going on in here. You just get in it and drive. Its next major upgrade is actually going to be the battery set and a motor controller. I have an Altrax 7248, I believe, and that'll control the motor and get rid of some of that clicking noise you hear. And then we're putting new batteries underneath the seat. I have a couple of sets, actually there are a couple sections of a Chevy Volt battery, 2015 model, and we'll put those batteries up under the seat, get a little better range. Because of the battery upgrade, we're going to have to replace this battery charger because it's not going to be adequate enough for the new lithium-ion battery. So that's got to get swapped out. That'll be in an upcoming video. It should be kind of fun, and then we'll get a little more life out of this car and some more speed and hopefully long range. So if you like these types of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe and take a look at some of my other stuff. At the very least, you might be entertained.